Still record highs, although a little bit on the flattish side. That's not surprising. We're in August. It was flattish over in Europe, kind of flattish over in Asia, about even on the advanced decline line. Take a look at the sectors today. Slightly less impact from the trade war resolution story that's really powered the markets for the last couple of weeks. So modest move up in tech and in energy. Staples are kind of flattish. Consumer discretionary kind of flattish. Industrials and materials, which were big beneficiary of the trade war story improving, are slightly flat to down here. But overall, it's still true. The marginal mover of the market has been the trade story. We have been seeing this for a while now. This has been going on for a couple of weeks. But even this week, anything associated with trade war improving, China internet stocks, copper miners, any kind of material names, any kind of emerging market stocks like South Africa or emerging markets in general. And global autos have been improving as well. And really not just in the United States, but all around the world. That's the big story on trade, of course. This week, we've just seen a number of the big auto names, General Motors, Ford, and the parts makers like Magna and Tenneco, all moving to the upside. But really, it's been a global story. It's been quite surprising to see even Chinese internet stocks in the last couple of weeks, like Guangzhou Auto, one of the big auto manufacturers, Dongfeng, another one of the big auto manufacturers on the mainland in China, up nicely this week. The European names are all up nicely. Volkswagen and Peugeot and Honda Motors, Daimler, everything's up 3 to 4% in Europe among the automakers. So clearly it's trade that is the marginal mover of the stock market and that's pushed us into new highs. We're sitting at 2,900 right now on the S&P 500. Finally, is it me or is it suddenly just popular to keep bashing technology names? I've heard the word techlash thrown around a couple times this week. I'm not sure this is kind of going to worm its way into our vocabulary, but I've heard this word thrown around. We had the president saying that Google and Twitter, Facebook are biased. Yesterday, we had Anand Giridharadas, who is a former New York Times reporter with his book out, Winners Take All. We talked to him yesterday. He's got a book out saying that the tech titans' philanthropy is not making the world a better place, and they should stop working under the illusion that it is. Very critical there. We've had Scott Galloway on for the last year, NYU professor, with his book, The Big Four. Very critical of the monopoly, and monopsony is the word he uses, a number of the large firms. He's been critical, especially of Amazon, and he openly said should be considered possibility of breaking that up. So there seems to be something in the air here. The zeitgeist has definitely shifted from unabashed good for these companies a year ago even, now to a situation where the criticism is much more harsh, and even really the opposite of Google's motto, don't be evil. There is something definitely going on in the air where this is shifting. I think we should pay attention to it. You can see today most of the names around this alphabet, Twitter, Facebook, are on the flat side. Still a new high, though, 2,900, up nearly 3 points in the S&P. Carl, back to you.